First we begin with Mary. She's very holy, has the glow to her. And then the three wise men come. And then Jesus teaches in the temple. Then Jesus is baptized. You'll notice a little foreshadowing here with a little gap between John the Baptist's head and the rest of his body. Then we have the first miracle of water into wine. Next, Jesus is tempted. The devil clearly asks if he wants this. Jesus says, "Nah, I'm good." Next, he recruits the first two apostles. He gets them off the boat. Then, we have a lovely Sermon on the Mount. At the next step, he recruits the rest of his disciples. Again, a little foreshadowing of things to come. The second miracle is Jesus healing some lepers. A little broken leg here, maybe a little disfigurement here. He then sends the disciples out, especially to Nazareth, to recruit people to his teachings and beliefs. Then, unfortunately, as we foreshadowed before, John the Baptist is beheaded. Then, we have Jesus feeding the masses with fishes and loaves. Jesus then walks on water, or as some say, surfing Jesus. The Transfiguration, we have Jesus showing God through himself, and clearly others are upset by this. Next, you have Jesus teaching regarding the woman who is about to be stoned, and he lets them know that this is a line in the stand, and that they should not throw the first stone. Then, Jesus has his feet washed by two women. Jesus then raises Lazarus from the dead. Unfortunately, Lazarus smells a little bad. Then, we have Zacchaeus, who's been up in the tree to see Jesus, and Jesus lets him know to come on down. Jesus then heals some more people. This guy's particularly bad considering his head is in his hand. Jesus then arrives to Jerusalem on a donkey, clad with palms. Then we get to the Stations of the Cross. Pontius Pilate, trying to let the crowd get Jesus off, is suggesting that maybe he's not the best person to be crucified. The populace disagrees. Jesus then takes up his cross, not real thrilled with this whole thing. Jesus falls the first time, probably just trips on something because it's pretty early on in everything. Jesus meets his mother again, and she still has her lovely glow about her, but she's very sad first. Simon then helps Jesus and carries his cross for part of the way. Jesus then runs into Veronica, who wipes his face. Jesus falls a second time, and unfortunately the Romans are not happy and continue to whip him and treat him miserably. Next, Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. Jesus falls for a third time. Jesus is finally stripped of his garments, where the soldiers again gamble for his clothing. Jesus is then put on the cross. Jesus dies on the cross. Jesus is removed from the cross. Jesus is placed in the tomb. We wait 3 days. The tomb is empty, and Jesus ascends into heaven, where the whole story begins again.